Hare Krishna. So we are continuing the Rahu Ketu axis journey, and this is part four, where Ketu is in the fourth house, and if you have Rahu in the 10th house. What karmas have you done in the past because of which there is a funnel which is created from Ketu towards Rahu to settle down that prarabdha? You see, we are born on the bhuloka, on this earth, because of certain bad karmas, certain unfulfilled desires, certain settlements that are to be done. If we had all the good karmas, no settlements, nothing, we have a bank of akarma, there's no karma, then we would have gotten the moksha. But as I said in my previous videos, if you go and watch them, you'll understand how logically everything completely resonates with your life. So when you have Ketu in the fourth house, it involves mistreatment of mother in the previous life. It also involves, destroying ant hills. You see, when I say ant hills, it means if someone has created a very beautiful home, and I must tell you that anthill is it has highest level of technology and architecture. So you see, when someone has made a beautiful home and you become such a energy that you break that home. You see, suppose you're an unmarried or you are a married or divorced brother or a sister living in a family, and then you have your brother gotten married and then he's got a bhabhi, and then you're not getting alone, and you plan so much that you break the entire home, right? These are the karmas that you've done in the previous life. That is why you have Ketu in the fourth house. You have, you know, you know, mistreated education, because fourth house is from where we bring education in life. It is when you've destroyed resources of education, you have misused your education, you have disrespected schools and teachers and colleges. But in this life, since you have already accomplished those things in the previous birth, you're very, very careful about these things because of Ketu. These people are very sensible about their mother. They're very, very sensible about the peace and harmony of the family. They're very sensible about education. They're very possessive about education. Even though they get difficulties within the family, the satisfaction is not there within the family. The satisfaction is not there in the schooling, in the primary education. There could be, problems in making a home, but this is where you are extremely, extremely sensitive that, hey, I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to break somebody's home. I have to be very respectful for my books. But the karma that has been already done, where is the funnel which is going to be created? Where are you going to take the hit? The hit is going to come where we have Rahu, and Rahu sits in the 10th house, looks at the second house and the sixth house. So the area of hit I show you here on my whiteboard is where the hit is going to come. I've already made it to save your time. So the the problem is gonna come here in the second house, in the sixth house, and in the 10th house. So what kind of problems are you gonna face? First thing, the problem that you have to face is to leave the birthplace, right? Or you have to leave your family where you have relatives, you have friends, where you used to enjoy and meet them on weekends and say them hi. You have to go away. So suppose there are four, five brothers, two of three of them are living in Kolkata or Delhi. You are somewhere alone in Bangalore or Chennai, pretty far away, and especially for your education and employment. That's how the karma manifests, right? You're going away. And on the same time, when it comes to saving money, lot of money will come to you and you're not able to save. The second house curse. You may have beautiful planets in the second house. You have very powerful planets in the second house. The dasha is good, but you say, hey, Navneet, every time I earn something, there is something coming up, and the money is gone. I'm not able to make quantum. I'm not able to make that bank balance. I'm not able to make those assets easily in my life. That's where the karma, that's where the role of the Ketu in the past life is coming in. That's not because of the second house avastha, means the planets in the second house or the lord of the second house. It's coming from Ketu. You need to do something for Ketu here because that funnel is created, from Ketu towards Rahu. The karma pattern is following and Rahu is distributing it. The another problem that you get is doesn't get satisfaction in the profession because you see sixth house is where you have your daily routine. Just always some or the other mess up at daily routine in your profession, some competition, some jealousy, some problems. And also, this is where you have relatives of your mother, means your mamaji, your mother's brother. You may have conflicts with them or they may suffer in life. Also, these are relatives of your spouse. So you may not get along very well with the relatives of your spouse. You may feel certain communication gaps and misconceptions, or certain things that they have not perceived accurately, or they have perceived wrong in whatever you were trying to do with the relatives of your spouse, and you'll be very very tensed about it. You may face certain false litigations and diseases that are difficult to detect. With this placement, ladies and gentlemen, you'll have a disease in your life and you're going and meeting 20 doctors and no one is able to tell you what exactly is the problem. And at times, we have very powerful remedies like donating 100 packets of milk, 100 liters of milk on the day when the moon is transiting in Shatabisha, which is Rahu's largest, nakshatra. And then when you meet almost 100 doctors, then the 101st doctor may tell you, oh, this is the root cause, and that's how you can come out of it. That's the kind of struggle you're going to get in your life when it comes to diseases, when it comes to when it comes to your litigations. You have no idea why this litigation is happening, but one very powerful remedy, you know which uh, which is a very practical remedy coming from the Raj Jyotish, is that if you have this placement, right, you should become devotee of Ganapati. You should take care of mother, education, try to be submissive, very positive for relatives, try and save money, invest in mutual funds or very systematic long-term investments, do your FDs. But one thing that you should not do, stay away from illicit relationships, especially with the married woman or a married man. If you have a relationship with a married man or a married woman in your life, trust me, this combination of Ketu in the fourth, Rahu in the 10th is going to be extremely punishing. Extremely punishing. And you can tell me why in the comments. If you know a little bit of Jyotish, you can see the combination and let me know why. Because if you do this, trust me, this axis is going to be very, very severe on you. I'll come up with another video. Till then, Hare Krishna, Har Har Mahadev. Thank you.